Hey guys, it is Christian here. Today I'm going to be going over the Critics' Choice winners. So before I get into this, please like and subscribe and tell me what did you think of the winners. So yeah, the Critics' Choice Awards were last night. I didn't watch most of the ceremony. I think I only watched towards the end. I only watched for Best Actor and Best Picture. I didn't get to watch the rest, but throughout I did see the winners online. So that said, I think we just get into it. And I couldn't find a list on Deadline. They usually have them in the order in which the awards were announced, but here they don't have that. So we're gonna work. I'm gonna work our way to Best Picture. I'm gonna end with Best Picture. So I'm gonna go with every other category before that. So first off, it's Best Young Actor or Actress, which went to Miles Keaton for Sinners, which I had predicted. I was kind of thinking about switching to Jacoby Jupe because like he's a younger actor and stuff, but Miles Keaton was the more buzzed about actor. The breakthrough performance of the year. Sinners is a way bigger contender than Hamlet is, so I feel like it just made sense for me to have him. And nonetheless, he won. And so yeah, he won. Don't this category doesn't mean much, but I think it's a very well deserved win. I think he's amazing in Sinners. The winners were interesting. They were less interesting last year. I think they're more predictable than last year, but there were some gems that we're going to talk about, some interesting stuff. But best actor, young actor, actress was pretty straightforward. So, yeah. Next category, best stunt design, which went to Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, which I had also predicted. Didn't really think anything else had a shot. I think Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible is the definitive stunt franchise. Like whenever you think of like stunts in movies, like Mission Impossible is the franchise you think of. I mean, the other nominees there's like F1, One Battle, Sinners. I mean, I feel like none of those were really gonna win. Mission Impossible just made the most sense, and I think it's gonna win the stunt award at SAG. Which those nominations come out on Wednesday. I'll definitely be doing a discussion on those, which should be fun. Okay, best score. This went to Ludwig Göransson for Sinners, which I had also predicted. Sinners has by far been dominating in score, and I think he's probably gonna sweep the season. I think he's gonna win the Oscar, probably gonna win the Golden Globe, the BAFTA maybe. Johnny Greenwood, I was wondering if he was finally gonna win for One Battle After Another, but I guess not. I think Sinners does deserve to win though, with all the blues music in it. Sinners is a very music-heavy movie, so it makes sense why that would win score. And I think this Ludwig's probably just going to sweep the season. Next is probably song, right? Yeah, best song, which went to Golden from K-pop Demon Hunters. A little part of me was hoping that I Lied to You would win, but Golden makes a lot of sense. And Golden's winning the Oscar. I think it's pretty straight obvious. We'll see what the Golden Globes do. The Golden Globes usually don't love to give the win to animated songs, like Let It Go didn't win. Remember Me from Coco didn't win. However, those songs did win at the Critics' Choice Awards, so I think already Golden has the award locked up. It has that song nomination at the Grammys. They performed it at the Macy's Thanksgiving Parade and stuff. It might actually win Best Song at the Grammys, actually, for Song of the Year. So yeah, Golden won, easy. I predicted that. So for all of these, I had predicted. Cinematography. Ooh, this is our first interesting one. So, it's Christmas pajamas. Yeah, I'm still wearing them. I thought too could win the Golden Globe, but we'll see. I hope so. I hope it wins something. But yeah, best cinematography. I had predicted Sinners would win, and it went to Train Dreams. Train Dreams, I think deserves. I mean, I think I would have voted for Sinners, but I think Train Dreams has some of the best cinematography of the year, and I think it definitely deserves the win. I think it's a very good win. We'll see. I think it's going to get nominated for the Oscar. We'll see what the ASC nominations come out on Wednesday. So we'll see if Marty Supreme ends up taking we'll see if Marty Supreme is still alive in cinematography, but it may just be the easy five with Sinners, One Battle, Train Dreams, Hamnet, Frankenstein. So I think Train Dreams, this one probably solidified that it's probably going to get nominated. I don't think it's going to win. I still think Sinners is going to win, but Yeah, Joel Edgerton, another amazing part of Train Dreams. I thought Train Dreams was just good. I didn't love it, but Joel Edgerton was great, and the cinematography was great. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty great. So yeah, cinematography was Train Dreams. Probably one of the biggest surprises of the night. Next one, best sound. This one I had predicted, F1. Makes sense. It has all the cars. And I think this might win best sound at the Oscars. We'll see. If One Battle After Another or Sinners or something can take it. But I feel like F1 just makes the most sense on paper. I mean, it's race car. It has all the cars and stuff. So yeah, I think F1's gonna win sound at the Oscars, but we'll see. But yeah, another category I had correctly predicted. I only got 4 categories wrong, and cinematography was one of them. Could F1 win the? I think it can because of the racing sound effects. Because of all the racing. Next one, best visual effects. This was another no-brainer. Avatar: Fire and Ash. That's gonna sweep the season. I don't really care that it's dead for best picture. I don't really care that it's dead for best picture. It's gonna win visual effects. Those movies have much visual effects, so much groundbreaking technology in it, and so yeah, I think Avatar's easily going to win visual effects. Nothing else really stands a chance. Next category. Hair and makeup. This was Frankenstein. This was another no-brainer. Jacob Elordi was in the makeup chair for 10 hours. Yeah, Frankenstein has 3 Oscars locked up, and this is going to be one of them. Absolutely going to win the Oscar. A lot of these might win. Costume design, again, Frankenstein. Another locked-in category. Wicked for Good. If it can't win here, it's not going to win the Oscar. I mean, I would have liked to see it win here, but I think if it's not winning here, it's not going to win the Oscar. I think it's pretty locked up. And next one, before we can get to another Frankenstein win, we have to do editing, which went to F1. This was one I was kind of considering, but I did end up keeping One Battle After Another, which I think is going to win editing at the Oscars. But F1 it makes sense because of the cars. It might win BAFTA for the same reason. But I still think F1's winning because I still think One Battle is going to win because it's winning Best Picture, and I feel like it's just because it's going to win Best Picture. There's a lot of editing and One Battle After Another. I think F1's going to get nominated, though, despite that probably not getting a Best Picture nomination. It's been doing quite well with these Critics Awards. We are not going to have BAFTA nominations or the Eddie nominations, but I think F1 is getting nominated. I agree with this. I think F1's getting in, but One Battle is still going to win. Next one, I think, is production design. Yeah, best production design. It was Frankenstein. Easy. It's going to win the Oscar. Frankenstein has these 3 categories locked up for production design, costumes, and makeup. Next one is best comedy, which went to The Naked Gun, which I had predicted. I didn't really know what else it would be. Naked Gun is was the most well-known movie in the category. I mean, there was Friendship, Splitsville, but yeah, Naked Gun's the most well-known in the category. I think it is the definitive comedy movie of the year. So many people talking about how funny the movie was, and I think it made sense why that would win. Best animated feature, K-pop Demon Hunters, easy one. Even in years where we had Flow win the Oscar, Boy and the Heron win the Oscar, Spider-Verse and The Wild Robot still did win Critics' Choice. They like to go for the more mainstream stuff. I think K-pop sweeping. I really don't see Little Amelie or Arco posing, because with Boy and the Heron and Flow, they did pose somewhat of a they did win some critics groups. I haven't really seen Little Amelie or Arco show up much anywhere really in terms of wins. K-pop's just been way ahead. I feel like K-pop's gonna win the Golden Globe and then it's gonna win the Oscar. I mean, the Annie nominations came out. It got 10 Annie nominations. It's gonna win Air. I mean, it can't win the BAFTA because I don't think it's eligible for the BAFTA, but I don't think that really matters because it's going to win everywhere else probably. Zootopia 2 may actually be number 2 because I feel like Arco and Little Amelie just haven't really been showing much. So yeah. What's winning? I have no clue what's gonna win the BAFTA. We'll have to see. Let's see when's the BAFTA. Next category, best foreign language film. Oh, this is an interesting one. Secret Agent won from Brazil. I had predicted it was just an accident. However, that was the film's only nomination. It makes sense why that wouldn't win. I know some people were saying no other choice could win. That did have that adapted screenplay nomination, but it went to Secret Agent, which had a lead actor nomination for Wagner Moura. So I think it makes sense why that would win. And it makes sense why Accident wouldn't win here, because the movie didn't have any other nominations, not even screenplay. This category is really exciting this year because I have no clue what's winning the Oscar. I mean, I think at this point, Secret Agent, this solidifies that's getting nominated for Best Picture. We're going to have 3 neon movies. We could have 4. We'll see how No Other Choice does with the BAFTA long lists, but I know we're at least getting 3 neon movies, and Secret Agent's the 3rd. We'll see what happens at the Golden Globes and the BAFTAs, because I think sentimental value, like, are they just going to go with what has the most nominations, which is going to be sentimental value, or are they going to look a little deeper and are they going to want to give Panayi the awards and give it to It Was Just an Accident? Are they going to want to continue the Brazil love from last year with I'm Still Here winning the Oscar? Like, are they going to want to continue that love with The Secret Agent winning? I feel like at the Globes, I mean, Secret Agent, I'm going to do my final Globe winner predictions on Saturday, but I feel like Secret Agent not having a director or screenplay nomination is kind of weak. I mean, Accident has those. I think it might win screenplay, actually. And then Cinema Value has 8 Globe nominations, so those have way more to show than Secret Agent does, although Secret Agent might win Best Actor. We'll just have to see what the Golden Globes do. The BAFTA, we're not even going to have the nominations, so we'll just have to see with those. So yeah. Best Casting Ensemble was Sinners, which I had predicted. I actually, in my live stream, this was the one change I made from my live stream. In my live stream, I said One Battle After Another would win, but then I changed it to Sinners, and Sinners won. So that was a good change for me. If Cinema Value wins the Globe and BAFTA, I might say it wins the Oscar, but I just feel like it's not going to be too easy with all these international movies in Best Picture. Yeah, Casting Ensemble with Sinners. I think it makes sense. We'll see if SAG does it. We'll see if the Oscars do it. I think SAG's very close, and casting at the Oscars are both very close races between One Battle and Sinners. So we'll just have to see what they go for. And now we're into the acting categories. Best Supporting Actress was Amy Madigan for Weapons, which makes sense. She's been leading with critics. Ariana Grande could not win this. I know some people. I mean, she had like a whole letter about how much of an honor it was to play Glinda, but that couldn't work out. I feel like Amy Madigan, Supporting Actress is crazy because I feel like Madigan's not going to win the Oscar for some reason. I think she might win the Golden Globe. Yeah, there's a new casting category this year. Yeah, Madigan, I feel like she's not winning the Oscar. I feel like the BAFTAs are going to go rogue and pick Inga Dada-Lilas. And I think SAG can go with Tiana Taylor. They may still go for Amy Madigan. They do love their narratives, and Madigan has a big comeback narrative. However, I feel like she might be the only nomination for a movie, although the movie could get casting too. But I just think like the Oscar won't be that easy for her to win. Although I think Critics' Choice, it made sense for her to win here. If she sweeps, though, she'll obviously win the Oscar. Next is Supporting Actor. This is what you all came for, I'm pretty sure. Jacob Elordi won for Frankenstein. I had predicted Benicio del Toro for One Battle After Another, has been leading with critics win. But they gave it to Jacob Elordi. He beat Sean Penn. He beat Benicio del Toro. He beat Stellan Skarsgård. And this was the most surprising one, I'd say. Most surprising one. Because Jacob Elordi, I couldn't have even called this. Like, Margaret Qualley didn't even win here for The Substance last year. I feel like this is like kind of what that is, except Elordi's obviously getting nominated for the Oscar. Like at this point, he's obviously in. Is he gonna win anything else? Is the big question that a lot of people are gonna ask. I'm not sure. We'll see if he repeats at the Golden Globes. I feel like BAFTA's doing Stellan Skarsgård. I feel like SAG could go with a one bat. I feel like SAG might do Sean Penn or Benicio del Toro. Although I'm wondering if Benicio del Toro was fake. Like, was he a fake critics frontrunner? I kind of feel like he might have been. Although he has won so many critic awards, so we'll see. But yeah, I feel like Jacob Elordi, this might be a fluke. He might not actually win. I feel like that'd be pretty like weird for him to win the Oscar. Although I thought he was very good in the movie, it's just like not the performance I see winning. I kind of feel like Sean Penn has the most Oscar-y performance in the category, so I might just say he wins the Oscar for now and he wins SAG. But yeah, I feel like Jacob Elordi. I feel like he's not going to win the Oscar, but we'll see. Supporting actor and both supporting categories are crazy, and then both lead categories are pretty easy, which we'll get to. The first adapted screenplay, which went to One Battle After Another. Obviously, it's gonna win the Oscar. Easy one. Best original screenplay was Sinners, another easy one. It was just an accident, not even nominated here. They weren't gonna give it to Sentimental Value. Sinners made the most sense. Best director, easy one. Paul Thomas Anderson won for One Battle After Another, and he's gonna sweep the season. I feel like I think he's gonna win everywhere. This is his year, and he's gonna win 3 Oscars for screenplay, director, and picture. Not really much else to say. Best actress was Jessie Buckley for Hamnet, pretty easy. I know some people thought Rose Byrne could win for If I Had Legs I'd Kick You, but Jessie Buckley won, and she's gonna sweep. I feel like I've never really understood people having Rose Byrne up front. She's gonna win the comedy Golden Globe, but Jessie Buckley's gonna win the drama Golden Globe, and she's gonna win BAFTA. That's enough because BAFTA is so good at predicting the category, and she's gonna win SAG because they're not gonna go with an indie performance like that to win. So yeah, best actress is easy. Best actor was Timothée Chalamet for Marty Supreme, which I had predicted. I was kind of worried that it was going to be Ethan Hawke for Blue Moon. There was also Leonardo DiCaprio, Michael B. Jordan. Weirdly, even though they were in the top 2 picture contenders, I wasn't really worried that they were going to win. My main worry was that it was going to be Ethan Hawke. And then when Secret Agent went international, I was like, okay, Wagner Moura maybe. But it went to Timmy. And he might sweep. We'll see if Golden Globes give it to Ethan Hawke because Blue Moon is nominated for picture there. So could they want to give it to Ethan Hawke maybe? Would BAFTA want to give it to Wagner Moura or Leo or someone? I feel like SAG is going with Timmy. And I feel like BAFTA. I feel like I just don't really have a reason to predict that he won't sweep. But we'll see. I feel like the lead acting categories are pretty clear, and then the supporting ones are chaos. Right now I'm going with both One Battle actors to win supporting at the Oscars, Teyana Taylor and Sean Penn. We'll see how that goes later on in the season, but I think I have those 2 winning supporting, and I think Buckley and Timmy are going to win in the lead categories. What was my favorite win of the night? I'm not sure. I might say Sinners for score. I think it has a really good score. Oh yeah, Sean Penn wasn't even at the ceremony. I don't think that matters in terms of his Oscar chances. I still think he can win anyway. And then Best Picture, it was One Battle After Another. Easy. It's winning Best Picture everywhere. I think it's gonna sweep the season. It's been dominating with critics. It's gonna win the Golden Globe, the Critics' Choice. It already won Critics' Choice. It's gonna win the Golden Globe, PGA, BAFTA. We'll see what wins the drama Golden Globe. I feel like it's gonna be Sinners because Hamnet hasn't really been showing that much strength that it would to the point where it would win. I feel like it's gonna be Sinners, but I'll talk more about that in my Golden Globe winner prediction live stream on Saturday. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. One Battle's winning Best Picture, although it only won 3 awards here: one picture, director, screenplay. Paul Thomas Anderson gets all of those, but Couldn't win an acting prize, couldn't win editing, couldn't win casting. We'll see how many Oscars it wins. We'll see if it maxes out here at the Globes. I feel like it might. I feel like although it could win, it could not. It could maybe lose screenplay too. It was just an accident, or it could maybe win an acting prize somewhere. Maybe like Benicio del Toro wins. I feel like Sean Penn and Tiana Taylor aren't gonna win at the Globes. I feel like if the film gets any acting prize, it's gonna be either Leo or it's gonna be Benicio del Toro. I feel like Scores is Sinners at this point. And that's pretty much all I have to say. We'll see how the guilds do. I think One Battle is going to win PGA, DGA, WGA. I think SAG is up in the air. I think SAG could go with they could either do Sinners or One Battle. I think Sinners might actually make sense. I think both of them would make sense. They're both diverse movies, a lot of actors getting multiple acting nominations. Mainly One Battle. We'll see if Sinners can get 2 SAG and Oscar acting nominations. We may be in a year where we get 14. One of the movie, either One Battle or Sinners, get 14 nominations, and Sinners may actually be in a position to break the nomination record because of how many categories that can get into. But only time will tell. Only time will tell. For now, yeah, I think One Battle is winning Best Picture, and that's pretty much all I have to say. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay tuned on Wednesday for my discussion for the SAG nominations. Those are going to be crazy. Should I do a prediction live stream for SAG? I'm not sure if I will, but on my community post, I'll probably post my final predictions. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.